Oh, I had a personal savings account that was totally separate from my business account, so I guess it'll tide me over for a while. There's really no need for you to worry.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't mean to make things seem worse than they are, but I've dealt with these so-called business managers before. One false move, they can clean out an entire corporation. What you need is a lawyer, Victoria, and you need one now.
Well, I'm going to wait until and talk to my agent first, and maybe he can recommend somebody.
Hang on. Somebody's at the door. Rosa?
Well, you go ahead, and I'll speak with you after I talk to my agent, okay?
Okay, you do that. See you. I'll get it, Rosa. Sorry, I was on the phone.
That's all right. Looks like it was bad news.
Oh, it's Victoria Lane. She's having a meeting with her agent about this financial disaster. I don't think he's going to offer much encouragement.
I see. Well, did you tell her that I was willing to take on her case?
I don't think she's ready to launch a full-scale lawsuit yet.
Well, she's probably holding out, hoping that you'll step in and take the case.
I've explained to her that as DA, I can't do that.
That's what you get, Mason.
What?
You make yourself so indispensable that you're going to have women harassing you at all hours of the day. Me included.
Matt, hi.
Tori. Oh, I've heard of reading to calm your nerves, but me, I can't keep my brain on the page. Oh, brother, from bad to worse.
Sit down. Come on.
You kidding? I could read easier than I could sit. You haven't come to terms with it yet, have you? Tori, you've lost every dime, every red cent you made on that series is gone. Your only hope is residuals. God willing, it sells its indication.
Max, I have not lost everything. Leonard had his way with my corporate account, but I didn't have all my eggs in one basket. I still have a personal account that's at a bank.
Huh. Funny you should mention it. This came this morning for you in care of me.
Oh, my God. How could he do this? How could anybody have allowed this?
You allowed it, Tori, when you made him power of attorney. Who knows what the small print says that he had you sign?
But, Max...
There are no buts. He left you absolutely nothing. The only way you can look at it is that you can't go on like this for 9 minutes, let alone 9 months.
First the certificate of occupancy, then this license, that license. I get them all confused. Give me a pen. Pen. There's one in my jacket. Pen. Oh, what's this? A little leftover from yesterday?
Yeah, sort of.
To you or from you, darling?
Actually, it's something I bought for Eden. But somehow it just seems to stay in my pocket.
You know, I'd really like to know what it is with you two.
To tell you the truth, Brick, I'm not having a lot of luck keeping track of what it is between the two of us. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I know I'm not ready to jump back into it, but I find myself doing things like buying her a Christmas present. It's like I'm two different people. I don't know.
Well, I'm with the guy who wanted to buy the present in the first place. And what I think you should do is give it to her and start the whole year off right. But then, what do I know, right? Hey, Eden, how are you? Did you recover from yesterday?
Oh, I'll do it again in a minute.
Yeah, it's quite the day to remember, huh?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to go down to City Hall and start it, so I'll catch you later.
Wait, don't you want me to pick up those tiles for the
They're
kitchen?
already outside, Romeo. Okay, right up back.
Okay, well, I'll just bring them in.
Can you wait on the kitchen for a minute? It's time to stop trying to find reasons not to talk. There's too much I need to say.
I can't believe you're doing this. The stores aren't even open yet.
Well, you have to get there earlier. You can be stuck standing in line all morning. Everyone and their uncle is returning things the day after Christmas.
Yeah, but are they returning as many things as you? I mean, that's the question.
Only a couple of things that didn't fit.
Ah, who gave them to you?
Well, my mother, actually.
Really? Well, then I can assume that you have no qualms about hurting your mother's feelings.
Well, she can't take it personally if it's the wrong color or it doesn't fit.
Yes, she could. I would.
You didn't get me anything.
Yeah, but there's always next year. I'll tell you what, if you ever return anything that I give to you, I won't ever talk to you again.
Well, at least I opened my present. The one you got from Pearl, you haven't even touched it. I guess one can assume you're not afraid of hurting his feelings either. Oh, come on, Brian, aren't you at least a bit curious?
No.
Well, I am.
Well, why don't you go ahead and open it then, Jane?
No, it is your present from your brother. And since he's not around, just looking over your shoulder, what have you got? We're looking at it.
Okay, look, I'm going to look at it. But I'm only doing this because I want you to shut your mouth. Michael used to collect these things when we were kids. I mean, this is it. This is the famous collection. Can't believe he still has this.
Now he wants you to have it.
Man, I don't believe this. Jane, there are some very rare coins in here. You know that? My father used to have these great connections. Michael never let me touch these things when we were growing up. What am I saying? He never even let me look at this.
Well, he seems to have had a change of heart. A lot of things.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you realize how lucky you are? To have a brother that cares that much about you.
This is different from any day after Christmas I've ever had.
How so?
Usually, it's such a big letdown, you know? I mean, everything is, all excitement is over, and there's nothing left to look forward to but all that false gaiety on New Year's Eve. So, usually, normally, right about now, I'd be nursing a first-case class of the blues.
Well, maybe that's because something is beginning instead of ending, huh? Thank you for a wonderful Christmas day.
Thank you.
Well, so, I guess I got so used to expecting a certain kind of Christmas. Up in the morning, rip open the presents with the kids, and the guests come at 2, roast goose at 4, and there we were. We spent the better part of the day at a makeshift soup kitchen, and that wonderful horseback ride, and the rest of it on the bone. All the traditional stuff right out the window. It was a wonderful day. Where?
I wonder if he's here looking for me.
Good morning.
Morning, guys.
Good morning.
We're just having breakfast. Would you like to join us?
I had my breakfast 3 hours ago. Thought I'd get an early start on finding a job. Not that it's doing me much good so far.
Well, you've got to give some time, Gus.
Big old place like this, you figure they need some extra help, especially over the holidays, but everybody says they're not hiring.
Too bad.
Maybe I'm not the type they're looking for.
Well, you shouldn't take it personally, Gus. I'm sure that's...
When's the last time you got turned down for a job?
Well, I'm sure you'll find something soon, Gus.
All I want is a decent day's pay so I can do right by Alice. I want her to know that her daddy's not afraid of honest work.
Well, Alice knows that.
She tried to call you a couple of times last night, but I guess you must have been out most of the night. Huh?
Yeah, well, Gus, that has to be our business, doesn't it? You know, I was hoping yesterday might serve as some kind of role model for how we might get along. I mean, it's true it was a special day. Christmas has always got a magic about it, but we were doing something side by side that wasn't necessarily about us, and you know, it felt good, like it was supposed to. We really shared something. But
now we have to learn to live with it like that.
Well, I think for the time being, yeah. For a while.
Maybe for more than a while.
Well, I'm not saying that.
No, I am. You see, I think it's finally gotten through to me that you and I aren't very good for each other. I'm sorry that it's taken me so long to realize that. I think it's just because I still see us in a certain way, unshakable, indestructible. But we're not. We're human. And we've just got to go on with it.
Well, you know, when did you decide this?
Last night. After you left, I was sort of standing here feeling childish and stupid and disappointed. And I realized I've been going around with these pointless cycles of hope and rejection, and I'm sorry I can't do it anymore. I thought you'd be congratulating me after all this is what you've been trying to make me see for months.
Well, not exactly, but...
Oh, once again, I fall short of your expectations. I'm dropping out of the race, so it doesn't make much difference anyway.
Look,
Never mind. Really, I've heard it all before. The only difference this time is that I'm hearing
you. No word from the doctor yet, huh?
Nope. But I decided to take the high road. I'm going to expect the best.
Well, good girl. It's what I've been saying all along. You're young, healthy. Why shouldn't you be able to conceive?
I gotta tell you, every day that goes by, thank you, this baby becomes more like a person in my mind. You know, I mean, we have daydreams, or I have daydreams, where we walk together and go on merry-go-rounds and eat ice cream cones. I can't wait. I can't wait to meet this child.
Well, of course you can't.
You think I'm being too impatient, don't you?
No, I think it's the best thing you could be. Shows that you're doing the right thing. Shows you're looking so forward to it. I just hope...
What?
I just don't want to see you let down, that's all.
How am I going to be let down?
No, life has a strange way of not working out the way we plan. In fact, sometimes it seems the more you plan, the more things go awry.
Yeah, but you got to have dreams. You got to have hopes. You just can't let life happen to you without...
I'm not suggesting that. I'm just saying that disappointments can be easier to handle if you're somewhat prepared for them.
You're talking about Mary, aren't you?
Yeah. I guess I am. I wouldn't want to see you, anyone, go through that kind of pain.
Mason, nothing is going to happen to this baby.
No. I'm not suggesting that. I'm not even thinking that. It's just that I have so much admiration for what you're doing. I want to make sure you're realistic, that's all.
I like my fantasy better.
Well, of course you do. Everyone does. And don't listen to an old jade like me. I've spent 9/10 of my life being careful.
What about the last 10th of your life?
Trying to make up for it, I guess.
I was just about to thank you again, and I'm deciding not to because I'm thanking you way too much, and I don't want you to get a big head.
Well, you're welcome anyway. I'd better get that. Mason Capwell.
Hello, Mason. I apologize for bothering you, but Max just left.
What did he have to say?
Apparently, the account that I thought was safe, it's gone. It's totally gone.
Oh, Victoria.
Mason, I can't even pay my light bill. This is much worse than I thought it was going to be. I'm sorry to put all this on you. I'm just trying to figure things out.
Well, look, the best thing you can do, as I told you at the beginning, is to get a lawyer immediately. No,
well, I don't feel like I need a lawyer right at this minute. What I do need is a friend.
Well, I wish I could get down there this afternoon, but I'm in court. Would you consider coming here?
Yeah, I suppose I could. I'm just such a mess.
Well, we'll go casual then. I've got a free hour around noon. We could meet at the beach bar.
Yeah, good, that's fine. Thank you.
Sure.
What'd I tell you? Indispensable.
She's just awfully shaken up, is all.
And no one else will do. Listen, some women just have to have the best. I understand completely.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Brian Bradford. I'm Pearl's brother.
Oh, I'm Cruz Castillo. Nice to meet you.
I was told that my brother was probably going to be doing some work for you.
Yeah, that's right. He hasn't been around here today, though.
Oh, well, maybe you could tell him that I stopped by.
Yeah, I will do that.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.
Brian!
Hi.
I didn't know you were going to be here.
Yeah, I was out looking for Michael. Hi, Mr. Jackson. Hello.
I thought my dad could talk to Rick about getting a job when the police is finished here.
Oh, yeah, they're probably going to be needing people.
Still, I got to get me something in the meantime. I got a daughter to support.
Daddy, I'm fine. I don't want you worrying about me.
It's your daddy's job to worry about you. Don't you know that?
Well, you're probably going to have a little better luck finding something, you know, after the first of the year. That's when people usually start hiring.
Yeah, maybe this is a bad week to go job hunting.
Yeah, Brian's right. I think you should declare yourself on vacation. Enjoy yourself. You can look for a job next week.
Enjoy myself?
Why not?
Look, it was nice seeing you. I got to go.
Oh, Brian, wait. I think we should throw a party. A New Year's Eve party, the three of us.
I'm not much on New Year's Eve.
Oh, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. And we can make noise at midnight like you're supposed to. You know, in the hospital, they never let us stay up past 10, not even on New Year's. Except Brian and I. We used to sneak past the nurses whenever we got the chance.
Yeah, but not on New Year's Eve, we didn't.
Well, that's why we have to have a party, to make up for lost time.
All right. Okay, I'll bring the noisemakers, okay?
Okay, and we'll bring the champagne.
All right. Okay, look, you just tell me where and when it's going to be, all right? Okay. I'll see you. Bye, Mr. Jackson.
Goodbye.
Oh, I'm so glad I thought about that. Oh, yes. You see, this will give you a chance to get to know Brian better.
Is that what you want?
Oh, sure. Brian is very important to me. And I think this will give you the chance to get to know him, and I want you to like him.
I can see how much you like him. I wish it didn't worry me.
Why should it?
You really don't know, do you? Baby, look. He's white. You may not think that makes much of a difference, but it does. I'm here to tell you it does.
Ethan, I didn't know you were here.
I'm having a deja vu. I was just remembering a time when you were standing in that exact same spot with that exact same forlorn expression on your face.
And when was that?
Oh, you would have been about 6. You'd just been caught peeking in a closet, trying to find presents that Santa Claus might have hidden, and some unfeeling brute gave you the old lump of coal in the stocking story.
You were the unfeeling brute.
You believed me, too. I had you convinced you weren't going to get a thing on Christmas morning because you disturbed the old man's handiwork. I have an idea that's not what's troubling you now, though, huh?
Oh, I think everybody's real tired about hearing what's wrong with me.
Well, if you ask me, I think you've been a pretty good sport about everything. It hasn't exactly been a season to be jolly for you, has it?
Well, Cruz and I would have been married this Christmas, and I don't know, we're farther away than we've ever been. So.
Anything you can do about that?
Oh, Mason, I've tried. I mean, I've really tried. In fact, I think I've tried too hard. I've been so miserable without him that I would do anything. I mean, I even overlooked what needed to be fixed. I think there are steps in a relationship that you just have to fix them a level at a time. And when you don't work on the foundation, the ground falls out from underneath you. And Cruz and I, if we're going to make things work, we've got to take first things first, I guess.
It's going to take a lot of patience.
You know me, patience of a saint.
Yeah, Mount St. Helens, maybe.
I just don't have a choice. Cruz has no faith in easy solutions. And he's right.
It's tempting, though, isn't it? Situation presents itself that's so close to everything you want. You don't give it everything you've got, you're cheating yourself. Cheating both of you, even.
It was kind of embarrassing. I mean, it sort of scares me. It's being alone.
Why should you be embarrassed about that?
I mean, I've always prided myself on being an independent woman. I mean, I've tried to make it in business. I've attained that. I mean, I think I've proved myself.
And yet you're living in the house, surrounded by family.
Just being alone scares me.
Join the club. Not a person alive who isn't terrified of being alone. Idea of growing old, not having anybody to turn to, all by yourself. Scarier than death.
You handle it.
That's because deep down I believe that someday I'll find somebody else. But not finding them, now that's scary. But what's even worse is winding up with the wrong person. I can't imagine anything worse than being in a relationship with no hope, no romance, no passion. A lot worse than being alone.
I think it's easier to get out, not to leave someone, than to find someone.
Eden, you and Cruz were meant for each other. Try to hold on to that. But don't go back to him out of some kind of desperation. He's right. It's going to take time. But it'll be time well spent. Because I've seen something I don't think the two of you realize. You bring out the best in each other. And you're going to be miserable if you don't have each other. So, try to find that common ground. Hold on to it.
I hope that's possible, Mason. I hope to God it is.
The well has run dry. I'm staring at an empty space. I can tell.
What does Brian's color have to do with me? What does it have to do with anything?
Honey, look, don't get me wrong. I'm not one of those people who thinks that blacks and whites were put on this earth to fight with each other. No. I judge each man by what he does. If he treats me fair, then I treat him fair. And I want you to do the same. But when it comes to love, it's different.
Why?
Alice, the world can be a mean, mean place for a man and a woman when one of them is black and the other one is white. People don't look kindly on it, Alice.
Oh, Daddy, maybe years ago, but not now. Things are different.
Honey, look, I think maybe this is something that I know a little bit more about than you do. I don't want to see you get hurt.
Daddy, anybody can hurt you. If they want to, it doesn't matter what color they are.
How do you think I wound up in that prison? And you in all those hospitals? It wasn't just that one cop. It took a judge, a jury, 2 newspapers, the whole...
Wait a minute. You're
What?
saying that if someone's white, they can't be trusted?
No. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying there's enough trouble in this world without you going out and borrowing some more.
Almost all of the people who helped me when I got out of the hospital, almost all of them were white. There's Lionel, and Jane, and Pearl, and Caroline.
Caroline? Let me tell you about your Caroline.
Go on. I love Caroline. She's been wonderful to me.
Let me sit down. Look, there's a lot of things you never had to learn, and in a way I'm glad, because there's a lot of things that are very unpleasant for a child. So I tried to shelter you, but you're not a child anymore. I want you to go into life with your eyes open.
These people are my friends. That's all I know. I think I want to go home now.
And that's another thing we have to talk about, your home. This place you're living now, this is not your home. Your home is with me.
Well, yeah, maybe someday.
No, but maybe nothing. We belong together, you and me. I can take just as good a care of you as they can. Better.
Well, isn't there a way to undo at least some of the damage?
It's going to take months before you recoup anything, even if there is anything left to recoup.
Oh, I got to figure out what I'm going to do in the meantime.
I told you I could float you whatever you need until you get a job.
What job?
Surely your agent has feelers out. He knows you can't afford to wait, even commercial, if you really...
I told you I'm leaving acting. You know that.
Well, I knew you intended to, but that doesn't seem very practical.
I haven't changed my mind. I'm not going back. I can't.
Well, of course you can, if it's only temporary.
No!
I don't understand.
I have my reasons. Please, don't ask. How long have you known him?
Who?
My father.
Is something the matter, Alice?
Why don't you like him?
Well, whoever said I didn't like him? Honey, he didn't say that, did he? I mean, I got him out of jail. Why would I do that?
It's just something I thought. I guess I was wrong. Look, I'm going to go out to the kitchen and I'm going to make myself some lunch. Excuse me.
Hi, happy day after Christmas.
Yeah.
I wanted to thank you for everything you gave me.
I thought you said the blouse was too big.
Well, everyone's wearing everything big these days now, aren't they? And I tried it on again, and it seemed just right. I have a bad habit of returning things. Anything I didn't pick out for myself, I automatically think it's not right. I guess I just feel bound and determined not to let anybody do anything for me.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Well, you obviously took a lot of time and care choosing the clothes for me. So I decided not to return anything this year. How about that? Did I catch you at a bad time?
What is the problem, Jane? You want some kind of an award because you didn't take all your Christmas presents and carry them back to the store the very next day?
I don't want an award. I wanted to thank you. I'm sorry to get on your nerves.
Well, baby, I have something else on my mind,
Fine.
all right?
All right. Terrific. Certainly not me. Hi, where have you been?
Well, I've been trying to track Michael down to see if I could thank him for the present, but no luck.
Well, maybe you're better off. Sometimes even if you do track them down, they refuse to be thanked.
Hey, beautiful, what's up?
The usual. I tried practicing when I was preaching, and it blew up in my face. I wanted to tell my mother how much I appreciated everything she did for me, and it all came out wrong. Plus, I don't think she was really in the mood to hear it.
I don't know, what is this thing that you have about your mother? I don't understand that.
You're not a daughter. Or a mother. You see, mothers and daughters, they do things to each other. Destructive things.
What started it?
I don't know, really. I think one day she stopped being mommy and started being mother. It was like the person I came to for everything, she suddenly became just another person.
And you couldn't stand seeing that person.
It's not.
That's just like Pearl and me.
How do you mean?
Well, you know, it was never anything that Pearl did. It was what I wanted him to do, what I projected that I wanted him to be. Couldn't let him be human.
I don't expect my mother to be perfect.
No, but you expect her to be the image of a mother, of what a mother should be.
All a mother has to be is there. I don't think that is too much to ask. There I go again. You know what I really want?
I think so. Why don't you tell me?
I want to love her. I want to care. Like those old corny TV shows. I want to come home and say, hey, Mom, thanks for everything. I want to...
You want to feel her arms around you? Want to know that there's some place for you to go? To know that there's someone out there who can figure you out better than you can figure out yourself.
Yeah. Exactly. How did you know that?
Oh. I've been there myself, with my parents.
You know, this is going to sound weird. But I think if she were my mother, I'd like her.
Yeah?
Am I crazy or are we a lot alike?
Well, we have got this chip on our shoulders. I'm admitting that. Will you admit that?
No.
And, you know, sometimes we take the risk of knocking that chip off of our shoulders, and we might get hurt, and we do get hurt. And then what we do is we put the chip back on our shoulder, and we hide behind it.
Hide what?
Oh, that we care too much, that we get hurt, things like that.
Speak for yourself.
But underneath it, we're good guys.
I'm not a guy.
I definitely noticed that.
Did you find, Pearl, Brian?
No, I was out there. I looked all over the place for him. I couldn't find him.
Oh, well, I guess a person can stay lost if they try hard enough. Remember back at the hospital, how we managed to stay one step ahead of everyone all night long? They had the whole place out looking for us, but they never bothered to look up on the roof. Gee, what made me say that? I doubt very much that Pearl would be on the roof.
Edie, have you seen your brother Mason by any chance?
A few hours ago, what?
Well, Victoria Lane has been trying to reach him. She wanted him to know that she'd arrived and was waiting at the beach bar. Perhaps he's already arrived.
Oh, well, if not, I'll give him a message. Was Mason here? Yes, he'll be back.
You left a message at the restaurant. I didn't know if you got it or not.
Yes. I'm having some serious financial problems, and Mason is helping me with the legalities. So I suppose a phone call wasn't sufficient and you had to come to Santa Barbara yourself. As a matter of fact, yes. You know, in a way, I want to feel sorry for you. Because of this compulsion. To come here even after what's happened.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That you haven't given up hope, Tori. That Cruz doesn't want you anymore. That he's made that very clear to you. You're not listening to me. This has nothing to do with Cruz. You know, I could see it in your eyes when you came back from the lighthouse. There was a strange kind of confidence that came over you after you slept with him.
Oh, you just stop this right
Under
now.
false pretenses it was, but you still took it as a form of encouragement.
So then why aren't the two of you together?
Because you made it your business to ruin it.
You just can't face it, can you? You know, I can face the fact that I lost Cruz. I really can. What I can't face is that I lost him to you. He deserves so much better.
I'm here to see Alice.
She's upstairs, I believe. She came home a little while ago and she seemed upset.
What are you looking at me for?
I have a feeling you might have said something to her. Something about me.
Alice is going to find out about you soon enough. I don't need to tell her anything.
You know, I don't understand why you insist upon being the enemy. I got you out of prison. You wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for me.
Oh, and for that, I'm supposed to shut up and visit my daughter in someone else's house and be grateful for it, huh?
Gus, what do you want?
I thought it was pretty plain. I want my daughter with me. I want us to be the family we should have been all along.
You know, it's a little premature, isn't it? I mean, your living conditions aren't exactly appropriate for Alice to be joining you right now.
There's nothing wrong with my living conditions, and as soon as I get a job, they'll get better. But I want my girl with me now, so we can start to get used to each other. She hardly even knows me. She hardly even knows me anymore. She's afraid of me when I try to talk to her sometimes. It's not right, Caroline.
She needs some time to adjust. This is the only place she has known since she got out of that hospital.
I'll tell you, it's a sad day when a child needs to be adjusting to her own father. She belongs with me, and look, if I got to fight for her, I will. Now, don't you tell me how to behave, lady.
Everything okay?
Everything's going to be just fine when my daughter is living in her rightful place.
That is something that will be settled and worked out later. Right now, Lionel is her legal guardian.
I am her father!
No one is disputing that. But she is here now, and she is going to stay here until we work this out properly.
We'll settle it all right.
Hello, pretty lady.
Hi, Lionel. Sit down.
Are you waiting for somebody? A personal friend or business lunch? I don't want to cramp your style.
No.
Yeah?
I took the day off of work today anyway. I couldn't concentrate. It's hopeless.
Why?
I had a little operation, remember?
Why not? Have you heard anything?
No, that's just the point. That's why I'm just going to sit here. I can't concentrate on anything. It's rendered me useless.
Why? Oh.
I'm going to make a phone call.
Wait a minute. You going to call the hospital?
No. I told Mason that I would keep him posted. The doctor should have called by now, and I don't want him to worry.
Frankly, I can't feature Mason worrying much about any of this.
You don't know him at all, Lionel. Really, he has been very supportive, and he's very concerned.
Yeah? Promise me one thing. You won't get to count on him.
Mason Capo, please. I see. Well, when he's finished with Miss Lane, I'm sure that he'll call me. Julia Wainwright, he knows where to reach me. Mark, I forgot to tell you earlier, the private party for tomorrow night is canceled, so the back room's all free for reservations. So don't turn anybody away.
I was about to tell you. He's been waiting.
He was shouting at you.
Well, it's over now, so there's no need to dwell on it.
I don't see how you can be so casual, Mother. The man is an ex-prize fighter. He's used to settling things with violence.
Not in his private life. At least not that I've ever heard of.
How do you know?
He worked for Cece Capwell, and I never heard Cece say one bad word about it.
I didn't know Gus worked for Cece.
Well, it was a long time ago. Cece sort of owned fighters the way some people own horses.
Is that when you met him, when you were with Cece?
Well, I knew of him.
You wanted to see me?
Yeah. I have something to give you.
What?
This, I didn't think I should keep it after what you said.
God. Victoria, are you all right?
Tonight, Amazing Monday starts with Alf. Then Amazing Stories will surprise and